having, let's say, for example, that perspective in mind, somebody who is a current college student, maybe they're not considering this line of work, or maybe they're not realizing that this has potential interest to them. Like, what excites you about all of this work? I mean, meeting with clients, adjusting to various kinds of demands. Sounds like there's rarely a dull moment.
Oh, no, every day is different. That's what I love about it. I had no intention of this being my life. And I think as a college student, it's very rare for somebody to have like a true identity in that sense, like a career identity of knowing exactly what they want to do, exactly what their career path is going to look like, where they want to be in 10 years from now. I've known people like that, and I've always been envious of having that level of certainty of like, this is going to be my path. But I went to school for psychology. I never thought I was going to go to sales. I always had the typical stereotype of sales in my mind. Is like you walk into that used car dealership, somebody shows up, or you're in a retail store, and as soon as you walk through the door, somebody comes up to you and is like, "How can I help you?" I That was not my personality. Growing up, I was very much an introvert, and I think I was looking for ways for me to get out of my shell. So when I went to college and I started, going to like functions and meeting all these people and you know kind of like comparing my life to theirs. Not that it's a good thing, but it's natural. I wanted to have a career path that helped me shape not only myself in a positive way, but also shape the environment around me in a positive way. And I think that in psychology, like maybe I didn't end up being, Sigmund Freud or a therapist or some kind of going into psychoanalysis, but I do feel like being in psychology helped me along my journey. You don't know in college like how what you're doing is going to impact you, and you never know like what your experiences are going to bring you to. So I would say that you don't need to have a perfect idea of what you're going to be doing in your life. I think you just need to have some idea of what you want to do and just lean into the things that make you feel like you're contributing something back. Whether it's contributing something to yourself, which I can argue by contributing to yourself, you're contributing to others because you show up better in the world, or is just contributing something that's going to be fulfilling to you in some larger way long term. So, to go back to your question, like, how would somebody in college navigate their career decision? I would say that once you graduate, all the things that you learn in college kind of go out the window. Really. I mean, you get a lot of training on the job. You get put into situations that you can't simulate. You can't simulate the sales call. If you're going to be a doctor, you can't simulate a surgery. Maybe nowadays with AR, VR, you can, but there's nothing like being in front of the person and being thrown into the fire. And I think what college really helps you do is it gets you into enough uncomfortable situations that you learn to trust yourself to show up to whatever situation is in front of you in a way that you have confidence that you can handle that situation. So I think for me, my biggest takeaway throughout college was like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. I know that I'm the type of person now that I can be put into any situation and do my absolute best within that situation. And if I don't do my absolute best, I can at least learn from that scenario.